Every porch has a story. Some end quietly, others end with instant karma. From careless steps to shocking consequences, these package thieves had no idea their worst moment would be captured forever. He figured climbing the ladder was his escape, but he missed one thing. Karma doesn't need a doorway. One wrong step was enough, and after that, there was no getting away from the police. You can tell this isn't their first rodeo. The confidence alone says they've done this before. Probably more than once. Armed carjackers suddenly stormed in, forcing a terrified family to run for their lives. With no real way to fight back, they gave up the car, because staying alive matters more than any set of wheels. In a split-second burst of chaos, the robbers charged in, convinced they had the upper hand. Seconds later, the woman fought back hard, sending them scrambling in every direction. They thought the place would be an easy score, never expecting a calm, determined homeowner ready to face them. In the end, trouble always backs off when it meets real courage and self-defense. He nearly talked himself out of the theft, then doubled back and went through with it anyway. That brief pause says it all. Karma's likely already on the way. Only in Huntington Beach, where a drunk neighbor somehow decides a disabled man is the right person to pick a fight with. Classic Karen logic at its worst. Leaving your keys in the car is basically an open invitation to thieves. Rushing back inside like that could have ended badly. Lock your car every time. Safety comes first.
Yeah, he just pulled it out.
Yeah.
Noah's mom pulls in.
Perfect timing too.
Where thieves tried to steal a Kia, but bailed when warning lights started flashing. The security system isn't flawless, but sometimes it's enough to stop a theft. Having watched this trend unfold, it's obvious how brazen theft has become. Cameras are no longer just a layer of protection. They're warnings that many people choose to ignore. Oh, it looks like the robber couldn't control the car, turning the robbery into something both ridiculous and sad. Still, stricter oversight from local police is clearly needed. Here's the twist. Someone got into a car and walked away with cash and sunglasses. Hudson neighbors, stay alert and make sure your doors are locked. A quick-thinking driver narrowly avoided an armed carjacking. Sharp awareness and gut instinct turned a potential tragedy into a moment of survival. What really hurts isn't the money, it's the message it sends. When adults steal from donations meant for kids, it teaches the wrong lesson. Let's hope the next lesson is the right one. What would you do if a robber rushed in waving an axe? This clerk didn't back down, and the thief dropped the weapon. Sound off below. Fight, run, or freeze. After years of watching porch thefts keep getting worse, one question keeps coming back. What really stops porch pirates? The suspect dragged the driver out, fully intent on stealing the car. But the whole plan fell apart instantly. He couldn't drive a manual. What started as a violent attack ended in immediate failure. It feels like porch pirates are running wild. On 151 Avenue in the Kirkness area, packages don't last long. Beyond frustrating. Unfortunately, an anger never fixes anything. It only makes the situation worse. Her own actions could have easily put her in danger. This woman was caught on camera taking a package in Forest Hill, acting completely unfazed. That cool, careless vibe doesn't feel like a first-time slip. It feels routine. What a chaotic traffic scene. Police address a car stopped illegally, another vehicle cuts past, and it all ends with the people inside confused while onlookers are entertained. Watch carefully. She's quick. One smooth lift of the Amazon package, and she's already walking away. A blink and you miss it moment captured in Fisher Heights.
Hold on! Her whole foot. Her whole foot.
She was putting on a street-side performance for TikTok views, forgetting that karma doesn't use filters. Moments later, She was clutching her leg, mad and hurting at the same time. And the Ring doorbell catches everything on camera, and the place still gets robbed. People joke that the next upgrade might need a built-in machine gun. A driver almost got carjacked on the highway when another vehicle cut him off, and 4 armed men jumped out. Thinking fast, he hit the gas and got away just before the ambush closed in. A stolen package, a smug grin on the way out, and not a shred of shame when an elderly neighbor calls it out. Moments like this really make you wonder, how long before the consequences finally catch up?
Move back up.
Oh, bitch. Move.
Back up. I'll drop your fucking car.
Drop it now.
Drop your
Drop it
fucking
now.
car.
I'm finna
Back
pop.
up.
I'm finna pop.
Back up, my guy.
Drop it.
Back up.
Drop it now. Drop it now.
Watch out, my
Move.
guy.
Drop it now.
I ain't reaching, my guy.
Drop it now.
Look, you see?
Drop it now. And pull it out.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Where you at? Where you at?
He's following me.
Where you at? Where you at?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
It gets dangerous when things spiral out of control. No one is above the law, and reckless actions can lead to serious consequences. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Warren or what?
All right. He comes back
All
out
right.
and kill him.
Alright, alright.
I am. I gotta unlock my motherfucking shit.
You have reached Memphis 911.
Oops. You know it's going to be a wild morning when the Porch pirate turns out to be a javelina instead of a person. Our talk about the worst timing. He missed the rock throw, set off the alarm, and tripped while trying to run. If there were an Oscar for Worst Thief of the Year, this guy would win it. The thief barely touched the car before the counterstrike landed. Within 2 seconds, it was over. Everything went dark. The clash ended instantly, and the lesson was learned for good. Just a normal day, until she calmly walks up and checks the mailbox as if it belongs to her. If someone pointed a gun in your face, how would you react? And what amazed me was how calm she stayed, and how she managed to walk away after an armed robbery. A ring alert went off, and instinct took over. Within seconds, the homeowner reacted fast and shut down a possible break-in before it could even begin. Criminals openly breaking the law in public spaces signal a troubling trend. bold robberies thrive on public indifference. Prevention needs to be a top priority. That's honestly just sad. It really feels like the older person was encouraging this kind of behavior. People need to do better. In an unexpected twist, police say a New York Porch pirate used his DoorDash deliveries as chances to swipe packages along the way. In a split-second burst of chaos, the robbers charged in, convinced they had the upper hand. Seconds later, the woman fought back hard, sending them scrambling in every direction. Security footage captures everything. Just minutes before the break-in, a vehicle stopped outside the business. Moments later, 3 masked men dressed in black rushed in from the north parking lot, broke into the store, and took cartons of cigarettes along with $3,137 in cash. A man attempted to rob the store, but the customers moved as one, holding him down until police arrived. In a split second, strangers became protectors. Moments like this really show how disconnected some people can be. E-cash in the mailbox? Doubt it. Way more likely they were just after a couple of leftover McDonald's coupons. Attention, Oshawa residents, especially near Ritson and Taunton. Thieves are going around checking car doors, searching for anything they can grab. It only takes one unlocked moment. Lock your cars, secure your homes. It's wild that someone would gamble their freedom on a mystery box that could end up being nothing more than cat food or a pair of socks. I just hope everyone's sober enough so this doesn't turn into road rage. You never know how bad it could get. A man. All it took was one unlocked door, and this guy walked right in. A work phone vanished in seconds.
You gonna pay for that? Huh? You gonna pay for that? Yeah. Where?
Courage proves that no age is too old to stand your ground. This brave woman showed the world that when injustice appears, real strength comes from within, not from youth. Even if he barely took anything, a porch pirate bold enough to show up in broad daylight is a warning sign. People should stay alert. These guys test limits before they escalate. Even in gated communities, safety isn't guaranteed. A Las Vegas homeowner was confronted by bold carjackers and left completely helpless. A thief broke into a Miata and tried to take off with it. The owner, powerless to stop him. He could only throw things in frustration as his car was nearly stolen. And that's what happens when thieves pick the wrong target. Every bad decision, every second of panic, caught on camera. If you want more real moments like this, subscribe to CrimeCam USA and stay tuned for what comes next.